Azerbaijan is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Azerbaijan served as a venue and a major transit point of different cultures and customs. The intangible heritage of Azerbaijan is diverse and rich. Here to talk about this beautiful country is Bahruz Azgarov, Deputy CEO of Azerbaijan Tourism Board.
Lovely meeting you here.
Thank you very much, Caroline. It's amazing being here. Thank you for this opportunity.
Azerbaijan is becoming one of the most attractive destinations for the Indian traveler. So now that we are slowly emerging out of the pandemic, what's new from Azerbaijan tourism for the Indian traveler?
It's a very good question. Thank you for this. And we do see great interest towards Azerbaijan from India. We started our activities in India as the tourism board back in 2018. And in a year, in 2019, when we looked at the results of our work, for the very first time we received 3.2 million tourists from across the world. And India was one of the top performers, and it was among the 10 main source countries for Azerbaijan. We received, we've seen more than 60% increase in the number of arrivals from India, and this shows the great interest also from the market towards Azerbaijan. During the pandemic, we also did a lot of work with the tour operators and travel agents to keep Azerbaijan in the mind and to make Azerbaijan safe, and also a lot of immersive experiences. So we did a lot of activities to inform our partners here in India. And since February, the borders are open between Azerbaijan and India. We are here also to announce this news because it's very easy to travel to Azerbaijan. You only need your visa, which is very easy to get. For this, you only need your passport. You go online, upload it, which takes you less than 5 minutes. You select your travel dates, and your visa is issued either within 3 days, depending on the option you choose, or you can get an urgent visa. You get your visa within 3 hours.
Now, what's your opinion of the Indian luxury traveler? Have you noticed any interesting behavior patterns and trends when it comes to their choice of food or hotels or the destinations that they choose?
I mean, pandemic has indeed changed a lot of travel behaviors. We've seen that generally people are becoming more conscious about their safety. Travelers are more conscious about the choices they make regarding the products. We see a great increase with the preference for sustainable tourism activities. We see new travel trends coming up, new products such as glamping, which combines glamour and the camping. People are trying to get away from mass tourism as an immersive and unique experience. And for this, Azerbaijan is a great destination because from the very beginning, we were trying to make sure that the experiences that our travelers are getting are curated, they are unique, and they are immersive.
Can you name a few activities in Azerbaijan that would interest the Indian traveler?
There are a lot of activities that Indian travelers are interested because as a year-round destination and there was a climate we have 9 out of 11 climatic zones in Azerbaijan, which creates a lot of opportunities for any type of tourist, and we are catering to different segments, starting with MICE, with family groups, with corporate, with luxury segment. So we do get a lot of interest. Basically, Baku is the main hub. When you travel to Azerbaijan, it's the capital of Azerbaijan, and it's the biggest city on the Caspian Sea. It's a modern city. It's an eastern city with a western outlook and lifestyle. With a lot of cafes and wine bars and jazz clubs and beautiful hotels. And also the north of Azerbaijan is very famous for its high mountains and the forest and the lakes, while we have a subtropical south where we grow tea and lemon.
What's your strategy to reach out to the Indian travel trade? Do you have any incentives for travel agents or tour operators promoting Azerbaijan?
As the tourism board, we've been always supporting the travel trade, especially in India. Whenever we are designing a project, we always have our Indian partners in mind. For example, when the pandemic hit and it was really hard to work with our partners in India and see face to face, we developed a platform called Azerbaijan 101, where we were training our partners about the tourism products in Azerbaijan, and also they had the chance of passing a test, and after they finalized the test, they would become the travel expert in Azerbaijan. And I have to mention that the highest number of certificates that were issued were actually to Indian tour operators and travel agents. So we have been always next to our partners in India, helping with the institutional support and the product support as well. However, we are also open to different joint marketing activities where incentive can become part of this scheme, and the travel agents that are contributing to the promotion of Azerbaijan are incentivized this way.
How important is the Indian MICE market for Azerbaijan? Do you have any incentives for the corporate Indian traveler?
Actually, Azerbaijan took off as a MICE destination for Indian travelers, and even today we see MICE segment being the dominant segment of the tourists that we are getting from India. We have very good working relationship with the main leading tour operators here in India. They know the product very well. There is always something new that they can do in Azerbaijan. So that's why we see the interest is still there and it keeps growing. As an example, I can say that we opened the borders in February, and in a month we had more than 3,500 tourists coming to Baku already, and I can tell you that it's still a low season, and we are looking at May when we will get even bigger numbers. The hotels in Azerbaijan are very well suited to absorb this demand. Azerbaijan is very well represented by international local chain hotels. We have luxury, 5-star, and other segments of the hotels in Baku. As an example, I can say Four Seasons is in Baku. It's one of the most beautiful Four Seasons in the network, I can say. We have amazing JW. Fairmont is in Baku. And the good news is that this year we are opening Ritz-Carlton in Baku, and we are very excited about it. And apart from that, the infrastructure is very well organized. So when you are having big groups, it's very fairly easy to travel within the country and the city. There are amazing cultural centers, there are amazing event venues where you can organize your venues, a lot of options for entertainment. And apart from that, if we look at across the whole value chain, we have very good services, whether it's transportation, whether it's guide services, or I have to say Baku is very amazing for the food and its cuisine, because the city has a lot of Indian and also other international cuisines.
Can you name a few activities in Azerbaijan that would interest the upscale Indian traveler?
Well, Azerbaijan is the destination for upscale travel segments as well, because Baku is very well known for its glamour, for its fashion, for its architecture and the food and hospitality. So Baku used to be called the Paris of Caucasus, so it can give you the sense of the trend and the glamour in the city. Well, obviously, in general, there are a lot of activities for upscale travelers, whether it is food experiences such as, Azerbaijan is very famous for caviar different experiences related to caviar, either it's food pairings or so on. Azerbaijan has amazing property called Chano Palace. There are only a few properties like this in the world. One is in Italy, another one is in Russia, and then Switzerland. However, the one in Azerbaijan is unique because it combines wellness and spa into one. It's located in an amazing place called Gabala. We call Gabala the Switzerland of Azerbaijan, so you can imagine how green and lush it is. And the treatment and the wellness experience you are getting there is the top. And I do recommend upscale and luxury travelers to definitely visit Chano Palace. On the other hand, Baku is obviously the gateway to Azerbaijan and very well represented with both the luxury hotels and the luxury experiences. And I'm sure that there are a lot of things that our travelers can see and discover.
What's the roadmap for Azerbaijan tourism in India?
We've been talking a lot about tourism potential between India and Azerbaijan, and I keep repeating that currently the main segment we are receiving is MICE. So for this year, we are planning to diversify the segments in India. We do receive, because we had a few weddings already organized in Azerbaijan, and also the filmmakers came to Baku and they shoot a couple of films, and we received amazing feedback from the market. And this is why we are thinking also to expand our segments in this direction. We are looking at receiving more leisure travelers, family groups, FITs. We are also happy to support the corporate celebrations and events also in Azerbaijan. For this year, we'll be, obviously, as the tourism board, we'll be having fam trips organized from India, press trips, especially will give a big opportunity and stage to lifestyle magazines and B2C segment. But we will also continue working with our B2B partners with whom we have very good relations. During the year, we are planning to have an independent roadshow. We had the last one in 2019 before the pandemic, and the turnout was amazing, and the results did contribute to the tourist numbers we were getting, and also the segments we started receiving. So we are planning to have another one this year. As part of our action plan, obviously we have a lot of B2C marketing campaigns and B2B joint marketing campaigns happening this year.
So all the best, and thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to having more insightful conversations.